So we're looking at 7.3, example number 5. So now we are being asked to divide rational expressions. So when we work on division, it is the inverse of multiplication. So we leave the first term alone, and then we take the second expression and we flip it. So we have 7x over 2x minus 10. We invert and multiply, so this becomes multiplication, and we flip, put what's on the denominator in the numerator, and we put what's in the numerator in the denominator. So now we have multiplication, and it's easier to work with. So we have 7x over 2x minus 10 times x squared minus 11x plus 30. So now this has turned into a problem that's similar to what we've been looking at. So the first thing is to invert. Second thing is to factor. Third thing is to look at excluded values like we did before. And then we're going to do some canceling. So we have 7x over 2x minus 10. So there's 7x we can't do anything about. It's 7 times x, but we can factor 2 out of this. So this becomes x minus 5 times 2 times, we have x squared minus 11x plus 30. We have 3 terms. It's a trinomial, so we can set up our x. So we need factors of 30 that equal negative 11. Factors of 30, 1 and 30, 2 and 15, 3 and 10, 5 and 6. So we need values that when they're multiplied give us 30, and when they're added give us negative 11. So 5 and 6, but they need to be negative to give us a negative 11. So on the top we have x minus 5, x minus 6. On the bottom we have x squared minus 6x. We don't have a trinomial, but we have 2 terms, and it looks like we can factor out an x. So if we factor out an x, then we have x minus 6. So we can smush it all together. We have 7 times x minus 5 times x minus 6 all over 2 times x minus 5 times x minus 6. So exclusions. We need to set x minus 5 equal to 0, x equal to 0, and x minus 6 equal to 0. So this gives us x equals 5, x equals 0, and x equals 6. So that means for this problem, x cannot be equal to 5, 0, and 6. So now we've inverted, we have factored, we have looked at excluded values. And remember, these all come from what's in the denominator, because we cannot divide by 0. So let's cancel. X minus 5's cancel, x minus 6 cancels, and x's cancel. So all we are left with is 7 over 2, and this is our final answer.